Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the 21st day. Day 21. The second means of relieving the souls in purgatory: alms. First point: corporal alms. Second point: spiritual alms. First point: to give alms is one of the virtues which the gospel recommends the most frequently and the most strongly, and according to St. Thomas, it possesses greater powers of satisfaction than prayer, or rather, it doubles the power of prayer and ensures its success. The angel said to Tobias, "Alms delivereth from death, and the same is that which purgeth away sins, and maketh to find mercy and life everlasting." Tobias 12:9. What more efficacious means for relieving the suffering souls than to practice, in their name, acts of charity? The grateful voices of the poor reach God, and hear Him triumph over everything. It is like a gentle dew falling on the flames of purgatory and mitigating their severity. And how consoling to think that the alms which gives bread to a poor person gives perhaps to a ransomed soul a place forever at the table of the Lord in heaven. Oh, let us then be as merciful as it is in our power to be. If we have much, let us give much. If we have little, let us give little. But let us give it willingly. Blessed is he, says the psalmist, that understandeth concerning the needy and the poor. The Lord will deliver him in the evil day. The Lord help him on his bed of sorrow. Psalms 11:2 and 4. Christian soul, relieve the poor in this world, for by so doing you relieve those beyond the grave. Place the widow's mite in the hand of the poor. They are the jailers of purgatory, and at the sound of their voices the fire will be extinguished, the dungeons will open, and the prisoners will regain their freedom. Second point: should it happen that we have not worldly goods nor money at our disposal, can we not at least give spiritual alms, which benefit the soul and heart of those who mourn and suffer, and which, according to St. Thomas, are as much superior to corporal alms as the spirit is superior to the body? Spiritual sufferings are more numerous and more to be deplored than corporal sufferings. God, in His infinite goodness, allows us to transfer to the holy souls of purgatory the merit that we could obtain by this kind of alms. For them, let us nurse the sick. For them, let us watch beside the pillar of the dying. For them, let us visit prisoners. For them, let us protect orphans. For them, let us comfort widows. For them, let us dry the tears of those who mourn, so that our acts of charity, in lessening the sufferings of this life, which are a purgatory, may at the same time mitigate and shorten for our diseased brethren the purgatory of the next life. What is there, then, to stop us when it is a question of the relief and deliverance of these beloved souls? What can excuse us if we forget them, when it is so easy for us to help them? And who will come to our assistance if we do nothing for others? Example: a widow had an only son, whom she loved tenderly. One day, when amusing himself with young companions of his own age, a stranger passing that way tried to annoy him. The widow's son spoke harshly to him, whereupon the stranger drew out his dagger and, plunging it into his breast, left the unfortunate youth dying on the ground. With the bloody instrument of his crime still in his hand, the assassin fled and took refuge in the first house that was open, beseeching the woman to whom it belonged to hide him for the love of God, little knowing she was the mother of the young man he had murdered. The good woman consented, and the men who were in search of the culprit, not being able to find him, addressing her, said, "You are probably not aware that your son has been killed, for if you were, you would denounce his murderer, who we still think may be here." The poor mother, on hearing the fatal news, nearly died of grief. But after a time, her charity and courage returning, she said to the young man, "Wretch that you are, you have killed my son, who was the support of my old age and my only hope. It is in my power to deliver you up to justice, and you will be put to death. But I prefer, through charity, to return good for evil. You may stay here. I will obtain your pardon and adopt you, and I hope God will in return open heaven to my dear son." Some days later, the deceased son appeared to his mother and said, "Wipe away your tears and be joyful, for you have saved me. I should have remained long in purgatory, but you have delivered me by your generosity, and the charity you showed to him who deprived me of life. Oh, my mother, be comforted. I now ascend to heaven. How true it is that charity is all powerful. With a firm belief in thy word, O my Savior, I will henceforth see only the adorable person in the poor when they ask for help. I will place my arms in the hand held out to me, thinking that it is to thee I give. But my charity shall not be shown to the living only, it shall extend to the dead. And what I do for the poor of this world shall benefit the poor of purgatory, and draw down upon them the fullness of thy mercy. Sweet Jesus, grant them eternal rest. Requiescat in pace. And this is the end of day 21. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye and God bless.